Hello, everybody, and welcome to a quick Icewind Dale D&D one-shot with my friends. We are going to be playing a game that I may or may not have written, but boosted to a higher level because we can, and I'm super excited. So let's go around the room with introductions. Firstly, I'm Mikayla, also known as McBoots42 on the internets. My pronouns are she and they, and I will be the dungeon master. Let's go in visual order, I guess. So let's start with Doctor. Who are you playing? What are their pronouns? What are your pronouns?
So I'm Doctor, also known as Chad. My pronouns are he, him. I am playing Escapement, the Goblin Artificer. She, her. And she likes to make fun magic items and make everybody's tools work better than they already do.
Awesome. I'm so excited to see her in action. Next up, Ev.
All right. My name is Ev. My pronouns are they, them, or he, him. And I'm going to be playing Laum, a tiefling nature cleric. And their pronouns are they, them.
So thank you. Feysaan.
Hi, yeah, I am Feysaan. Also go by Dan in some places. You can, or Uncanny Doge on Twitters. I'm playing Mintree William, a penguin Aarakocra who stumbled his way into some sorcery. His pronouns are he, him.
And that's Pumpkin.
This is Pumpkin. I'm actually going to cut him out because he's trying to chew on all the cords. Sorry, Pumpkin. Be right back, everyone. Continue with introduction.
Lore Mother.
Okay, hi. My name is Morrigan Robbins. You can call me Morri if you want. I may or may not have also had something to do with Icewind Dale. Blame me for all the goats. I'm sorry. I'm at Morri Lore Mother on Twitter, and today I will be playing Josie, the goat shepherd. She is a Goliath, a barbarian. She, wife Mila, is at home with the goats, the kids, if you will. And she is out adventuring to make extra compensation in these hard times because Arl had made crazy winter. It's very hard to get food these days, especially for all of those goats, all of those kids back at home. And I'm doing this accent because it's really the only one I know how to do.
I love it. I also have 3 accents. That's it.
Respect.
And they're all dwarven.
Valkyrie.
Hi, I'm Valkyrie. I'm Valkyrie Burke everywhere online. My pronouns are she, her, and he, him. I will be playing Beet, the tiefling druid. His pronouns are he, him, and he is Laum's brother.
Awesome. You know, I didn't make the connection that they were siblings. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Green Thieves Unite.
Yes. Well, fantastic. Thank you all for the introductions. And without further ado, let us get into this game of Dungeons and Dragons. We set the scene today in the town of Lonelywood, one of the 10 towns of Icewind Dale. You've just arrived here. The wind is whipping down through the streets, blowing icy, snowy blizzards. The cold kind of biting at your noses and anywhere not covered by bundles of winter gear. And you see that outside the town, there are several lumberjacks all working away at their day, and a couple of them are heading back into town, and you see that they are bloodied. It looks like there was some kind of an accident, and it seems that they are trying to shut down operations for the day, which is quite early. And as a group of adventurers now entering the town in your adventure-looking gear, they kind of wave you over and try to capture your attention.
Hello.
Hello. Are you perhaps adventurers?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah. What can we do?
guess so.
Plus,
Are you looking for a job? Because we may just have a job for you.
What do you got?
Well, you see, we have a moose problem. Let's see. A moose problem, as in, it's been attacking our loggers and our lumberjacks. And it's very strange. It's a very large white albino moose. Its only color is the blood of the loggers that it has attacked so far. And we have dispatched some hunters, but are worried about their safety as they haven't come back. So if you're open for a job, we have some coin and would greatly appreciate the help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could do it.
just one question. What is a moose?
Oh, is the moose is like goat, but the larger and hands like this.
It has hands? That's
No,
terrifying.
horns that look like hands, like this.
Oh, I understand.
Yes.
They're like mine, but thicker.
I
Yeah,
see.
Escapement will
I
press a
have
button
a rack of antlers on my head.
on her mechanical goat, and the horns on the goat will transform into moose horns.
I see.
Like that, but larger. Like if goat is normally here, moose normally here.
I see. Oh, well, that sounds... Yeah, it still sounds terrifying, but we'll
They're kinda
certainly
big.
look into your case. How much does this pay?
And the loggers say, please be directed to our town speaker, a representative of the town, if you will. I'm sure that she would be happy to set up a payment arrangement with you. Her
Right,
house
well-
is down that way.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can arrange it after we've taken care of the problem, right, everyone? That's
Yeah.
That's typically how it's done. You arrange for payment after you've provided the service.
They say that's fine. We just need to deal with the moose problem.
Let's stop
Whatever
people from
floats your
getting
boat.
injured.
I'm sure it'll all work out.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
That's how I ran my old business before it
Is,
went out
is,
of business.
is that the business that went out of business?
I mean, we're falling on some hard times. We'll
It's okay. You'll
get
get it.
back there. I mean, look, selling ice sculptures up here is not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean the art scene is dominated by scrim senders.
Don't remind me.
You just see Escapement's ears just kind of flop back and forth like this as she shakes her head.
So cute.
Cousin assured me there was a market for them. Anyway,
Nice. So
moose
you're
with
kind
the
of
horns.
yes, in the general direction of where they think they last saw the moose, and I would like someone to give me a survival check to see if you
Good.
can find the track.
Oh,
Good.
dude,
Good
I'll do
news,
that.
everybody.
I'll do that.
Could
I will also do that.
could I substitute investigation?
I got a 25.
I got a 2 plus 7.
I have 7. I have 17. I got a 17 for the survival
At
check.
least one of us is good at it.
And Escapement, you can do an investigation check for something slightly different.
William's just waddling after everyone.
So this brand new D20 I have. So I roll the survival. Yeah, that's the AC ink on the dice.
Is
Oh.
Everyone, yeah, that means it's a crit fail. So Escapement doesn't know. crap.
Yeah.
It's a particularly shiny piece of ice.
That could be something cool.
Yeah, William's
That's
not
a
even
crack.
trying. He's kind of scratching his back with the top of his staff, which is like got a claw on the top. Just using its back scratcher.
Well, through the wonderful survival skills of at least one and a half, two of your companions, you managed to find the moose tracks, and after following them for a little ways into the woods, you find yourself at a large circular indentation on a snowy hillside. Rising from the middle of this circle is a triangular gnomon of beautifully carved crystal that stands 20 feet tall. A 10-foot high berm hugging the circle's eastern edge has evergreens growing around and atop it, sheltering what looks like a sarcophagus buried under snow and enclosed by a half circle of pale blue crystal pillars. North of the berm is a delicately carved gazebo made of marble, and south of the berm is a row of outward-facing white marble statues atop pillars.
Oh, this place is beautiful. It may be a good venue for if me and Mila decide to renew our vows.
Wonder
Tracks do lead inside.
Wonder if the person who made this does ice sculptures.
Ice stone. Is ice not stone?
No,
No,
it's not.
it's not.
Is ice not stone?
Yes, it is not stone.
So,
And at that point, if you actually say that in character, Escapement will start explaining to you why it's not.
Please.
See, okay, so you know water and the phases of matter, and this
Yeah,
is
it's actually water. It's just really hard. But you can have like stone mixed in with water, but it's not actually stone itself.
huh. So, is this
I make a
the
snowball with a rock in it and I throw it at Escapement.
I'd like to do
Is
that
this
in
stone?
my
Do you
mind.
really want to roll for initiative already right now?
No.
So, do we think this is the moose's natural habitat? Is this...
Probably not, unless it's not
unless it's
entirely
naturally
moose.
magical.
I know something of magic.
Yeah, Escapement's gonna kind of walk around a little bit, and can she do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
While Escapement is doing that, is Sabo something on one side? And some statues?
Yes, so there's like a sarcophagus on the right, and there are pillars of statues lining the southern edge of the berm.
I'd like to go over and just take a quick look at some of the statues and kind of just see who they might be and such.
Okay, great. Yes, we will get back to you. Escapement, what did you roll?
21 on Arcana.
Okay, and what are you looking for specifically?
Like this, she thinks this is like it's very nicely made, and she's not used to she's been around. Things like this generally have some sort of magical component to it, not always, but when you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So she's an engineer, so she's looking at it from that concept of, okay, what is this? Is there anything magical about it, or is it just really well made?
The architecture itself is not magical. It's very well made, very intentionally designed, but you think that some of the features of it might be magical in nature.
Like anything that sticks out, like that she's like she's playing around a little bit and not necessarily touching things, but just kind of inspecting.
Yeah, so the inside of this like circular entrance between the forest and the hillside and the elevated berm, you see that beautiful large crystal carved gnomon 20 feet tall. That certainly looks magical.
Mm-hmm.
And you also think that sarcophagus may have something magical in nature about it up on the berm.
Okay.
Well, let us take a look here. And William reaches into his pack, and you've seen him kind of playing with this at times, just holding in his mouth. But it looks like a large frozen fish. And he sort of just puts the tail in his beak, bites down, tilts his head, spreads his wings, and lets out a squawk, drops the fish on the ground, and will cast Detect Magic.
This is perhaps the best Detect Magic ritual casting I have ever heard.
Look, the fish is just there for concentration.
That's his focus.
And just picks it up.
Love
Picks
that.
it up off the ground. It looks like the largest sardine you've ever seen, but completely encased in ice.
But is it large in perspective to him, or is it just large?
Both.
Ooh.
Okay, well, your Detect Magic first reveals an aura of abjuration magic around each of the statues that you have already been getting a nice perusement by your companion Beet, the tiefling, and as you join him in inspecting these statues, they are certainly related to abjuration magic in some way. And Beet, you've discovered that these look like elves, like very beautifully carved elves. There's 6 of them, and they're arranged in a line, and they depict these robed figures that all face northward. The engravings on their faces have been borne away by the wind, but pointed ears make the statues identifiable as elves.
Well, it is clear that the moose has cast some abjuration magic on these elves.
Josie wants to take a look at the sarcophagus.
Yeah. So heading up there, atop this eastern burn, a granite sarcophagus rests in a half circle defined by 5 crystal pillars. Clearing the snow off the lid reveals an engraving of a brazier. You also notice a carving near the top of each pillar. From north to south, these images depict a twig, a pine cone, a flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand.
Can I do an investigation check to see if these are... Because I'm thinking about this in 2 ways. One, they could either be representative of something, or this could be a puzzle of some sort. So I am basically trying to do investigation on whether it has any, whether it's more of a symbolic meaning, and this is clearly some place that's intended for ritual or just like rest or something for whatever's inside the sarcophagus, or it may be just something that's hiding something deeper.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. So I think investigation would be the thing that makes most sense here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
May I make a religion check to see if this is like perhaps has some sort of religious significance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's not great at all. That's a 5 on the die for the investigation check, 7 altogether.
15 plus 3, so 18 on the religion check.
Well, together, it seems like this is less symbolic and more like a recipe list.
Ah.
Recipe.
Okay.
I'm not cutting off my hand. That's not happening.
Oh, well, if you need me to cut it off, I can do that for you.
Would any of you have a spare hand lying around in case anyone needs a hand?
Not one I'm willing to give up.
Hmm.
Me neither.
Well, maybe placing a hand would suffice. Or, no, we could carve one from ice.
Are you an ice carver?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if only we knew an ice carver.
Yes. Only.
Are you gonna try it?
Ah! I have it. And he gives a clap of his wings, and a mage hand appears. We can use this.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Escapement just starts like as soon as she hears that there's all this stuff here, it's like, okay. So she just starts going through her bag, and I'm sure she's got like a twig or some sort of like stick that would be for that. She would look over at Willie and just kind of sneak up, and penguins do have feathers, and so she would pluck one, and I'd like to do it without him noticing.
Okay.
Can I use sleight of hand?
Yes.
So that's a 6 on the dice, but it's a 13.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. So with the meets it beats it rule, you feel a slight tickle, but nothing more than that.
And like you see Escapement turn to the rest of the group and go, just like a big giant toothy grin on her face.
So
Although I will say that Escapement notices something strange when plucking the feather. That the skin below looks like it is scaled in some way, which is unusual for a penguin.
Might want to get that checked out.
it's a kobold in disguise.
You might,
Kobolds in a penguin trench coat.
Oh God help us! What have we done?
Okay, and the last ingredients are a pine cone and fire.
I can do fire, and I'll cast produce flame. Sorry, there we go.
Okay.
In my hand.
Sweet.
Spellcaster first time I can do it.
I'm going to look around for a pine cone.
I have a pine cone growing from one of my horns, so I will pop it off. A little wince.
I mean, who among us?
As one does.
All right, if we're just shedding vestiges now.
Nothing more than this, please.
So, so
Or at least we didn't actually chop off anyone's hand.
do we think that this will end the spell ensorceling these elves? Or do we think that this will appease the moose so it will cease its rampage?
Escapement doesn't care. She's already taken all of the components to where each of the symbols are and putting them where they belong.
Okay.
I'll
yeah,
walk
there's
over to the
like a
fire
couple.
one then.
Yeah, you can light them all on fire. Mage hand in it too.
Oh,
And
sure.
although this is some freaking Patrick Rothfuss shenanigans, I will allow it.
Based on who you invited to this, you knew this was
I
going to happen.
know.
Patrick Rothfuss is my idol. You really should not have.
Hey, you should just follow my rules as a DM. I'm a DM that doesn't like to say no, but I'll make you regret that I said yes.
No, she's going
I
to.
also like that. Okay, well, this is now a functioning brazier. These offerings including the spectral hand kind of just dancing among the flames, leave some sparks of ash floating up into the air, and you see the edges of the lid of the sarcophagus kind of like crackle as the ice around it melts. It looks like if there was a seal, it's been broken.
Does that mean we open sarcophagus now?
Step back.
All right, I'll do it. I have the biggest axe. And then I bust open the sarcophagus.
Okay, you're busting it open or you're pushing it over?
Oh, I thought it was like a thing that you open and there was something inside. I guess I'm pushing it over because there's something underneath it.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, it's about 500 pounds. The lid is about 500 pounds, but it's
You need a strength check?
You're a Goliath, right?
Yeah, I'm Goliath.
I think you're fine.
Okay.
The mage hand is over there like...
Yes, all 5
I help.
If I saw her struggling, I would do something, but...
Just like... Oh.
Amazing. And the lid kind of crashes in a goof of snow on the other side of the sarcophagus, and inside you see a mummy who looks like an elf that sits up and kind of like rolls its shoulders and like kind of looks around and says, what year is this?
14 something? I should be better at this. I'm the lore nerd.
Dude, I don't know either.
I think it's 1492. I want to say.
You two wrote the book.
Well, no, it actually says in the book it can take place in any
It's
date.
like a decade span, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's 1492. That's what we're going with.
Okay, it's like 1492.
It's the year of the open sarcophagus.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
It certainly has been a cold minute.
Have you seen a moose by any chance?
I haven't seen much of anything
Hmm.
in this sarcophagus.
Why?
Well, I was dead. But, you know, I'm mummy, and this is, I believe, and looks around a little bit, my tomb? Maybe someone else's tomb as well, but it looks quite lovely.
Glad to see you've recovered.
Are you better or are you still dead? Like an undead?
I'm still dead.
You're not gonna make
Okay.
us dead too, are you?
No.
Okay.
No, I think I'm supposed to follow some orders of whoever wakes me up.
You wanna help us kill a
Neat.
moose?
And you sculpt ice.
Do you know about the moose?
I don't know about a moose, but I do know about that moon dial.
Moon? Yeah.
Okay.
Did we just miss an entire moon dial here?
The moon dial, the 20-foot crystal.
Oh.
Oh, is that what that is?
Oh,
Yes, it's a moon dial.
I do
I-
have one small question.
Yes.
What is a moon dial?
A moon
It's-
dial is like a sundial, but rather than relying on a shadow from the sun, it reflects light from the moon at different phases of the cycle and shines on these patterns on the ground.
so instead of telling the time of the day, it tells the time of the month because of the lunar cycle is about the month.
Yes, exactly.
It's
But it seems like there's no moonlight, and you look up, and in Icewind Dale's current eternal darkness, with just the glowing lights of northern borealis lights.
The Oral Borealis.
Yes.
Neat.
Right there.
I might be able to solve a moon problem, but I don't know if that's necessary to our moose problem.
Moose and moon, perhaps they're related.
It's just a couple of letters, you know.
Well, actually, we have a druid here. Don't druids do that whole transformation thing? What if it is a druid that is doing the whole transformation thing?
I'm not new to this, but I cannot be quite as large as this moose. It could, but I've never heard of anyone else turning into a giant albino moose to go on a murder rampage. So I don't know.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that's fair.
Also, I don't think anyone would be able to last that long as a moose. Like, when I decide to turn into something else, I can't stay as that thing forever.
Well, what if they turn into a moose and then they go on the murder rampage, then they turn back, and then they turn into the moose again later to go on another murder rampage?
They could. They absolutely could.
Interesting.
Well, I hope you find a solution to your moose problem, and the mummy starts to kind of like climb out of the sarcophagus and like dust off the mummy wraps, and you can smell that the spices used to preserve the mummy smell like pumpkin spice.
So why do you smell tasty?
If you're going to be preserved, why not be tasty too? You don't want to smell bad for hundreds of years.
Nullified man intensifies.
Your wrappings don't really seem fitting the weather right now. Are you very cold?
Yeah.
Oh, the cold never bothered me anyway.
Oh, well, that's one of the...
We need a pun leader now.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
We're at like 5 or 6 already now.
Okay.
All right.
I'll come back and eat a sibling.
No.
All right. So you are to take our orders?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you good at fighting things in case we need to fight this thing?
I guess it depends. I'm just a mummy. No special powers, some knowledge.
Did you have a specialty when you were alive of some sort?
I just helped take care of the setting up moon dials and stuff like that. Sometimes we set them up to like unlock secret chambers and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But not much more than that. Also, my name is Sanar. I forgot to mention that earlier. But it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I was just going to ask.
Nice.
I am William.
Escapement.
Beet.
Oh, my name is Josie.
I'm Laum.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Were you, while you were alive, did you help build this particular tomb or this particular moon dial? And would you know if it held one of those secret rooms or passages you mentioned earlier?
I didn't help set up this specific one, but I could definitely take a look at it and help you out.
Sure. I don't see how that would hurt unless anyone else has any objections.
I'm
Not at
just
all.
curious to see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah, let's take a look. You should definitely keep an eye out for that moose.
Perhaps the moose uses the secret chamber as its lair.
The moose needs the moon to work.
Moon.
Moons.
Moons.
It's a moons.
Jeez.
Moose. Moose and mods.
Ah, yes, moose in the plural of moose.
Niece.
My
Nieces. It's mice. Mice. Mice.
Nice. Hate it. You can kind of follow this mummy that slowly walks down to the right to the like steps leading up to this berm. Doesn't seem to want to be too athletic, and it walks around and it's like, yeah, we can go check in that moon dial, certainly. And walks into the circle. You see that between the hillside and the berm, there are like two little entrances to walk through on the north and south ends. And upon going into this open to the sky chamber, you see that there is a pile of rubble where part of this hillside had collapsed on the west side, and there is some kind of open chamber beyond it. The mummy kind of like looks around and says, "Oh yeah, if we sweep up some of the snow here on the ground, you'll see some decorative art on the ground in the different phases of the moon. And if we kind of take a look here, I'll show you more about it. So, this like descriptive text here. You see that in the circular depression there is that crystal gnomon. It's thick near the base and narrows to a sharp point at the top. Big slice of ice. The snow around it has melted away. You can see the parts of this circle of symbols carved in stone with the faces of the moon. And other than that, you feel kind of a persistent magical heat on the face of the moon dial.
Oh, this is the warmest they've felt in quite some time.
So you know, gotta keep it clear, so moonlight it doesn't get like buried in snow. You know, effect.
Hmm.
You said there's a chamber beyond this?
Yes, it looks like there's like a hole punched into the wall to the left, and there's some kind of big, dark, empty space.
Like how big is the hole?
Large enough to fit a moose.
Oh, okay.
How many moose?
At least
How many
one
moose and
How many meese?
moose.
meese?
How many mice?
Moons? Monos?
Escapement.
know.
Escapement takes her mechanical goat and just starts to kind of creep in there a little bit and just kind of see what she can see. Is it dark in there or?
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here. There's no light other than what little there is coming from the moon dial chamber. Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Out to
Sweet.
60 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
You see in this spacious chamber tucked under the hill, there are bones strewn across the floor of various sizes, and you see the sleeping forms of several animals. There's foxes, hares, goats, owls, wolf pups, and young bears, all sleeping in this chamber. Some of them snuggled up to each other.
Aww.
And among them all, you see a big white moose.
Escapement's gonna slowly back out.
Guys, we should go.
What's wrong?
Why?
Moose is in there, but there's a lot of other stuff in there too.
What other kinds of stuff?
A lot of little baby animals of all kinds. They're all sleeping. I think the moose is protecting them. I think. I don't know. But it's kind of scary. There's a lot of stuff in there. All I know is it's going to kick our ass.
I could talk to the moose if need be. And I could potentially make it like us or not want to murder us at first sight.
I would vote for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, moose negotiations.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to do that as well.
Okay.
Should we knock? Is that polite?
Yes. I would. Is it dark in there? Do I need to? Do I have dark vision? I don't think I do. I don't.
I do.
There's a spell.
So, I also don't have the spell light. So if there's anyone who can help me, but I can cast Speak with Animals at will.
I don't know if I can transfer my produce flame to you. But if I
You can light my torch, but I'm afraid that the fire will scare them.
Yeah.
That's my only fear. Whereas if it's just a light, it might be a little easier if anyone has the spell light and they can like cast it on something that I have.
Afraid not.
Okay, well, we'll do the torch for now and just try and keep a calm demeanor.
I call lightning.
Yes.
Good idea.
There's nothing more
I
common than lightning.
I can cast Branding Smite. Will that help?
Have that too. I was gonna say otherwise pyrotechnics.
William attempts to light his fish and then realizes that this won't work and takes out a torch instead.
And Josie will climb through the hole.
Okay, yeah. So, your flickering torch illuminates this room, and you see that it is quite spacious, and the sleeping animals, some of them start to like stir a little bit, but the moose wakes up and its eyes are big and kind of bloodshot, and it scrambles up to its full height. And moose are very big, so probably like maybe on eye level with you, Josie.
Ooh. Okay.
That's no goat.
Can I say that I would have liked to be in the front of the line of us when we walk in?
Yeah.
Can I say that? Okay.
I'll be side by side with Beet.
And I'll cast Speak with Animals on myself.
I should probably do that. Whoops, whatever. Too late, I already committed. I would like to walk up, I don't want to get into the moose's space. I just want to be like just 30-foot range and say, cast Animal Friendship on it and say, we're here to help. Please don't kill us.
Okay, and what do you say, Josie?
I will say, we are here to help. We don't want to hurt you. My name is Josie. I don't have much experience with moose, but I do work with animals quite a lot. As do my companions here. And so we just want to have a conversation. Is that okay?
One second. I have to look something up.
My spell automatically fails if it has a intelligence higher than 4.
Yep, same.
So
Is our mummy friend with us?
I can also.
As in the Moondial room. It's not going into the.
I will also roll animal handling if that helps at all.
I will do that as well if that helps my case.
Okay. Wait, what was the intelligence maximum? 4? Okay.
Or, yeah.
It seems like this, like normally you think it would work, but it seems like for some reason this animal has a higher intelligence, and it fails. The moose does communicate to you, Josie. It says, you can't be here, and I'm going to remove you.
Oh, wait. We can have this conversation outside. I will step outside. If you would just come with us. We just want to talk. And I just want to point out that I did just roll animal handling, and I did roll a nat 20, and I also have double proficiency in animal handling, so I have a 28.
Okay.
Wow.
That is really good.
Except she's going to come back with this isn't an animal or something like that.
God, yeah.
It is an animal, so
It's like we won't be here. We will step out, but we just want to have a conversation.
It says, basically moose for okay. But it like also starts to wake up the other animals who all look like they want to bolt.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to my party and be like, we should leave right now, because I don't know how long if this is just going to attack.
Like at the point where Escapement like backed out of the cave, she already mounted her mechanical goat. Like, so she's on top, like ready to just be like, okay, it's like the fight or flight response is ready and kicked in.
Yes.
You turn around to tell the party this, and William's already out.
Yep.
Animals in this cave, are they all animals that would normally be in this type of habitat? They're all like wolves and foxes and stuff. It's just like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all local to Icewind Dale. No strange invasive species.
What's that turtle doing here?
I want to do a thing, but need to.
It's too cold.
Look something up real quick.
Yeah, you hear that at the edge of your speak with animals. There's just like an old turtle that's all crotchety and like, it's too cold in here. Yeah, that.
William has found a place to like plant his torch that's still burning in the ground, even though they don't really need it out here. And he has taken both his staff and his fish and is holding them dramatically towards the entrance of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it like this?
I'm trying to figure out what.
And
Not falling for it.
I will have stepped out of the cave last, and I was like, as I said, I don't want to use combat except as a last resort. Let's try to keep calm, everybody. But if they attack us, then we go and I chop down head.
Then they get the fish.
Then they get the axe.
Can I use my bonus action? I guess. Wait, no, not bonus action. Can I use my wild shape and turn into a small fox and scuttle up to Laum and kind of just like beg to be picked up into their arms? Just kind of
I'll pick you up.
Show that I'm not necessarily entirely bad. Just long cat.
Yeah, like a.
Are you gonna Simba?
Look at my cool cat who's not my brother.
Long cat. Yes. So I want to be a.
They've taken that fox captive.
I'd assume a fox at least.
Does
It's not
Fox does Beet as a fox still have like horns?
Just like itty bitty, like baby
They're little
antlers.
stubs.
It's like
Yeah.
a little fox version of a jackalope.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. Just itty bitty horns.
That is my favorite. It's like the deer fox on Hilda. Just-
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
See, now I
I
want
do
to
not understand this reference.
then you should watch
Such
Hilda.
a good
It
show.
was good.
Season 2.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Horns like that, but like a little bit shorter.
Amazing. Yeah, you can do that. The animals look a little bit less panicked, but still try to clear out of there, with the exception of the moose who waits until there is not something akin to an ambush waiting outside.
Mm-hmm. So,
Go ahead.
let's maybe like step a little further back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Very well.
Okay, the mummy looks surprised by all of these inhabitants of the tomb, and is just gonna kind of like stand against the wall, like, not my circus, not my forest creatures.
You might want to go back to sleep. I don't know if I don't want you to get hurt or anything. I don't know if we woke you up like we should have woke you up, so that might have been our bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's been a long time. I don't mind being up.
You got to stretch your legs.
Maybe I'll go go stretch my legs some more atop that area. Check out the view. I'll be there.
That's good. Yeah.
Sounds good. Also, if you're looking for a job, we could use some extra farm hands back home.
Okay.
Alternatively, if you have any sales experience,
Just over there.
I really could use it.
I'm sorry for my friends.
I'm a fox. I can't say anything. Can I just give her a little blut as we walk by?
Yeah.
Beet.
So
It's fox.
Yeet the beet.
You can yeet me as a bonus action now, or as an action if you want. I am yeetable.
I will not yeet you. That seems like a bad diplomatic idea.
Sometimes GMs let me cast catapult on goblins.
I could cast catapult on myself. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love that.
Miz will emerge from its nap room and kind of looks at you and says, yeah, you need to go.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
You don't understand. Speak with animals.
I'm gonna head out.
I know.
What's it saying?
Who has speak with animals up? Because
I do.
I
I
can have
understand
speak
if
with animals
I'm
up.
Yes.
wild shaped or not.
So what did the moose say?
So, well, you can understand while you're an animal, is my ruling, but Josie is the only one who can understand you now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can cast speak with animals as well. So I'll do that quickly so I can talk with Beet.
Okay. Yeah, the moose is just like, yeah, you gotta go. You can't be here. That's the rules.
Well, so
I'm gonna have to, like,
I just have a question. Can I ask a question?
Can
so,
you?
Very clever. I admire
don't like
clever. I admire cleverness in moose when I meet them. Yeah, the first moose I've ever met, but still, I admire cleverness. So we were hired by some lumberjacks, folks with who are big and built with axes. You may have seen them. They say that the moose that has a striking resemblance to you has been going around and goring people like you have said, with the horns and getting blood spatter on its nice white coat. And I was just wondering, what were they doing that we can tell them not to do so they don't get injured, and you guys can stay undisturbed.
Well, you say that they are existing. They mess up the woods, which we kind of need. So, I was told that I'm allowed to go kill them all.
Okay.
You were told?
Yeah.
By whom?
By Revison.
Revison? Who's Revison?
The druid who awakened me.
Oh, you're... Well, that makes much more sense.
Okay.
Hey, you could have talked to us this whole time if you wanted to. You're just talking in animal speak just for the heck of it. Oh, you're a sassy one.
I wasted a spell slot to talk to you.
Wait, are they
Sounds like a
actually...
personal problem.
Is the moose actually speaking common?
No.
It can, no. This moose can speak common.
Well, what's it saying?
No, I can't speak common. I can speak Elvish, though.
Oh, well, still, so Revison, was it someone who was from this area, this tomb? Was Revison related to that or something else?
She lives here.
Where's here? Like in this?
This forest?
In the tomb.
In the tomb, okay.
Oh, the tomb out.
No,
Is
the
it-
tomb is here, which is why you can't be here and you gotta go.
Wait, is it the mummy we awokened?
Yeah, how long ago were you awakened?
I don't know, a couple months ago.
Oh, so it's not the same mummy.
Yeah.
But it's and Escapement's gonna point at the mummy, but it's their tomb.
The mummy who is currently walking away looks over and is like, huh? And moves faster.
Get me out of this!
They live in the casket over there.
Here.
This is like, I don't know about that, but this is Revson's house, so you gotta go, or really gonna have to kill you.
Could we talk to Revison?
You could, but I don't know if she'd talk to you.
I mean, you did, and I'm a pretty charming Goliath sometimes if I try very hard, and we've got some. This guy can go pine cones on his head.
Can I turn back into me? Can I jump down?
I'm still holding you.
I'll climb back onto your shoulders, turn back into me, and squish you.
You're just piggyback riding.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
I have one question about this, and it's very important. Is it you sitting on his shoulders, or is it you standing on shoulders?
Sitting, probably.
Okay. That's
Can somebody tell me what's going on? I can't understand a word of this chittering.
So, this moose here was awakened by a druid who apparently lives in this tomb, lives in this area, and wants anyone who trespasses. They have permission to kill anyone that trespasses.
That's terrible.
To kill anyone who's in 10 towns.
Wait, what?
Yes, this is the problem.
That seems like a very broad authority.
That's excessive.
Yeah.
I think we're getting close to the time we need to bring out axe. Not suggesting that we have to, but it is here if it is necessary.
So, tell this moose that if it stops hurting and killing people, that we will leave it in peace, and not have to bring to bear the full force of our magical arsenal upon its hide.
Okay, so here's the
That's going to go very well.
So here's the situation. We would like to talk to Revisit, and if you could introduce us, and we'll see how that goes. And if not, if you decide not to do this and you decide to kill us, we'll just kill you instead. How does that sound? I think that sounds good. We can talk to Revisit, right? Right?
Perhaps we shouldn't threat. Okay.
I was merely just translating what Penguin told me to say. William?
Yes. That is I. I am he.
The moose doesn't seem too hip on this idea, and is more a proponent of tasting the sweet, sweet blood of 10-towners.
It is sweet blood.
It's delicious, I'm sure.
Delicious. Tasty.
I mean, William's technically not from 10 Town, so he can just go, right?
So, is this moose going to introduce us to the druid, or...
No.
Do we need to
Okay.
Introduce it to its horns.
So,
All right.
Are we
I rolled
introducing
a
this
7
to my hammer?
I rolled a 7 for my initiative, Mikayla.
Okay, yeah, let's roll some initiative.
I've got a +1 initiative. Let's see how bad this goes.
I got a
Natural
4.
Die. Yay.
Wait,
7.
Josie got what?
Oh,
Josie got what?
9.
7.
Okay, and then let's go. Wait, let me go in order. Escapement 4. Okay.
7.
Okay.
4.
Wow. Okay. And
Wait. So you
then
got 4, 7, 4, 7.
and then Beet.
I rolled a natural 1, but I have +8 to initiative, so...
Wait.
That's so much the highest somehow, so we're just gonna ignore that it was a natural 1.
How do you have a +8?
How?
I
Alert.
have high dex and alert. Yeah, my dex is +3, and I have alert.
Okay, that's fair.
Ridiculous.
That'll do it.
Oh, well, the moose rolled quite well, so
Great.
you're welcome.
This is my shocked face.
Wow, I can't believe they got above a 9.
I know. Okay, what is it actually?
I am writing Penny Arcade and complaining about this dice.
See, I'm using the official Dungeons and Dragons dice. This is not an ad.
No, of course not.
Nice. Look at you getting special treatment.
I actually think I got them from possibly a Worldbuilders charity event. So,
Huh.
Oh,
Fitting.
It's Ouroboros over here.
Yes, yeah. Well, the moose gets to go first, and
That's what it does.
yes, it's currently been talking a lot with our good friend Josie, who is the bearer of bad news, and is going to do a attack, and it's going to charge at you.
Yep.
And that is not too incredible.
You probably hit.
That is a 16.
Yep. I'm not wearing armor.
Oh.
Okay. So that's going to be 13 piercing damage with the antlers, and 9 bludgeoning damage from the charge. Please make a strength saving throw real quick. See if you get knocked over.
Okay. Well, that's a 22 on the strength saving throw.
Okay, yeah, you catch it, and are not knocked over. It doesn't feel great though, and it's gonna rear back and attack you with its hooves as well.
Mhm.
And that one is a 14 to hit.
Okay.
So that will be 9 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
9.
9. And with that, it's going to be Beet's turn. And arbitrarily, here's the order of initiative: Moose, Beet, Laum, Josie, Escapement, and William.
What's the weather like right now? Is it like sunny, stormy, cloudy?
It's always dark, and there's a lot of like wind and snow, but
Okay.
like semi-cloudy.
So if I theoretically cast Call Lightning, I would I not get that extra D10?
You would, yeah. The sky is open above you too, so I'll say it would.
I will cast Call Lightning on this moose.
Okay.
It has to make a Dex saving throw. The DC is only 16 though.
And that is only a
Damn.
13, so it fails.
I'm sure the moose is pretty shocked.
Now who the moose is attacking next?
I'm tingling with anticipation.
That is 15 points of lightning damage.
Okay. That didn't feel good. It didn't like it.
And I'm going to shrink behind someone else because I bet it did not like getting zapped, and I'm quite squishy.
Okay, that's a great plan. Then Laum, your turn next.
Yes. I've got... Let's see. I would like to cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh,
Okay.
Fancy.
At 3rd level. And then... Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, do I need to roll anything?
I'd like you to roll... Wait. Yeah. Only when the moose starts its turn.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Do you want to move or anything?
I will move away from the moose.
Okay. Currently, you're in this circular room still. There's the big crystal moon dial in the center. So, you're kind of like zigzagging around it, but you can certainly move away.
Yes, I'd like to move to like the other side of the crystal.
Okay. Can do.
Awesome.
Then Josie is next with Escapement on deck.
Yes. I would like to rage,
Ooh.
As one does.
and I'm gonna pull out my great axe, and I'm going to be like, okay, here we go. And attack. That is a 22.
That hits. The moose is also not wearing armor.
Awesome. And then... max damage on the die. Plus
Nice.
3 is 15, plus 2 for rage. That's 17.
Okay. Excellent.
And I'm just like, this is what you get. I tried to be nice.
It's very scary.
I don't like that.
Wow. Don't mess with a goat herd. Next up is Escapement with William on deck.
So on my turn, my Steel Defender does what it does, and the mechanic. I'm gonna hop off of the mechanical goat, and it is going to do a force-empowered rend. Your spell attack modifier to hit. So my spell attack modifier is +3.
Okay,
16.
that hits.
Okay.
It's
Let me go, and then go back to my Steel Defender. That is 1d8 plus PB. What's PB? We'll call it 5.
plus peanut butter.
Plus peanut butter.
We'll just roll what's on the dice.
That's proficient.
Oh, so 8. Because it was a 5 on the dice and my proficiency is 3.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard it called.
That's what it calls it. Yeah, I was confused too, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. And
I was
then
like, perception?
no.
No.
So then, while the goat is going to, basically it's a rend, but it's literally, the attack is literally the horns are ramming into the side of this thing, and while the goat's heading that way to hit it first, I'm coming up second, and I get 2 attacks with a Sunforger. How does a 25 sound?
Certainly hits.
Yeah, and that will be. That's a 7. Yeah, 7 points.
Okay.
How's this thing looking?
It's looking. I mean, bloody. It was already looking bloody, but it looks bloodier. And it looks like it's quite enraged and has no intention of backing down.
Okay, the second attack is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
I hope so.
Let me. Can I use my smite, because I have the spell Branding Smite that is a bonus action? Can I do that? Do I do that before the attack, or is it okay if I say it after the attack?
You can do it after.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use the since that hits. So it's 3 plus. What was the? So that's 8 damage from the Sunforger, and then the Branding Smite is 2d6 radiant damage on top of that. 8.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, it is not looking good.
Nice.
And that is no, I already did a bonus action, so I can't do the dodge. So okay, that is my turn.
Okay. Well, that was an excellent turn. You did so much damage. Next up, we have William, and then we're at the top of the round with the mooch.
William plants his staff in the ground and puffs himself up and says, "With these wild beasts, you often need to just show confidence and display of raw magical power." And he holds up the fish and intones, "Fishy, fishy, 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 fishy." And the command word being spoken, his wand of wonder lets forth something on this moose.
Right.
Okay.
Do you want to roll the percentage, or should I?
I would be happy to. Let's see.
Okay, go ahead, wand of wonder.
Especially because I'm not looking. It will be very random.
I am intrigued.
So, that is a 3.
A 3. Cast slow on the moose.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh!
It's now a
The wand of wonder hasn't screwed somebody.
it's now a moo.
Yes.
So,
Like
well, if it fails the saving throw.
Yeah, let me look up the slow.
I mean, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. What's your DC? Oh, never mind. It's a natural one. So it takes -2 penalty to AC and Dex saves. Can't use reactions. Oh, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Oh,
Slow is nice.
that was brutal.
Slow's great when you're not the one that it's being cast on.
Yeah.
And after that is cast upon the moose, the fish shimmers and it changes, and now it's a big trout.
A knucklehead trout, even. It's
Yes.
a local trout of Icewind Dale.
There you go. The state animal.
Yes.
Town fish of Lonelywood.
Oh my gosh.
And
Anything else for your turn?
he's gonna back off.
Okay, cool. So pretty much
Like,
everyone has
5
left.
more feet, yeah. Well, I think the steel defender's right up there, right? So.
Oh, Escapement is still right there too.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true.
And Josie.
Well, yeah, I should say that
Yeah.
You've
everybody left Josie.
Barbarian and that right next to the moose with the
Oh, moose.
mechanical goat.
It's perfect. It's
Oh,
like
moose.
flawless. The moose, acting quite slowly, is going to still try to deal some damage. Let's have it continue to attack Josie, the barbarian, who is hacking into it.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. And that is a 19 to hit. And
Okay.
it's going to be another antler attack. And where is my
Well,
D8?
at least you take half damage, right?
Yep, I have. Yep.
Yay, rage!
Arr.
That's going to be only 16 damage halved, so 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Do. All right.
Okay, being slow, it cannot do anything else. So, with that, it is going to be Beet's turn with Laum on deck.
I forgot to add another damage die to the last one, so that was my bad. I'm
wait,
going
also,
to.
Sorry, there's Spirit Guardians, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would like you to roll. All right, now I'll roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw was a 2.
Great. I'm about to sneeze. Oh no. Okay,
I
that's
believe
the
in you.
second time in a row that's happened. It's very frustrating. Okay. 3D. Hey, where's your... I'm missing a D8 somewhere. Okay, whatever.
Gone forever.
That's 2. That's a 5. And a 4. 11 damage total. Can I count? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 11.
11 is fantastic. I'll add this here. And the moose is looking not great. So fantastic. With that, it's Laum's turn.
Yep. Now I.
Wait,
Oh wait. Oh no. Isn't it Beet's? It's Beet's turn.
I think.
Oh, Beet's turn. Yes.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Sorry. The other nature tiefling.
Yep.
I would like to call lightning again on it.
Okay.
And this time with 4 damage.
Yes.
Not 3. Because that was my bad last time. Oh. I rolled really well. Okay. That is.
I'm shocked.
Wow. The anticipation
I
is
do the
crackling.
right. Hold on. I need to make sure I actually rolled the right thing. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to playing spellcasters.
No, it's okay. I still don't fully understand a lot of the spellcasting classes.
That's 28 damage.
28?
28.
Damn, Val.
Oh, well, you have created a very crispy moose that is now dead.
I'm so sorry.
What does it look like? What does your finishing move look like?
Can I flavor it?
What, the moose's dead body?
I mean, you're
No,
cooking it.
no, I'm
so-
not, can I flavor my my kill? I would like to say the only smart big creatures we allow here are giant goats, and I would like to call lightning and then turn into a giant goat because I can.
Yes, I love it. So you have replaced the large living four-legged creature with something much better. And you have a very crispy moose on the ground. The other animals that were in this burrow have finished fleeing by the end of this fight, wanting no part in becoming roast chicken. And the tomb has returned to a state of quiet.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
regrettable.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to have had my first successful negotiation with a moose.
You can see that inside of this tomb, inside of this burrow, I should say, there are a couple of passageways leading off to the northwest and the southwest, now that the room is illuminated and free of animals. And the tunnel or passageways kind of curve, so you can't quite see what's at the end of them. So having
we've-
slain this, you've technically completed your objective, but you know that there is a druid who has awakened it, and also possibly some like secret magical stuff that your mummy friend mentioned.
Oh, maybe we should get Saran, is that their name, back?
Yeah, Sonar.
Sonar. Sorry.
As opposed to Lunar.
It's okay, I forgot it too. I had to look it up.
So, well, we could go collect our funds that we will be paid. You know, I'm sure they'll give us a perfectly reasonable price for doing this. Or we can continue on.
So while everyone else is talking, Escapement is actually trying to remove the horns from the moose.
Okay, they're quite hefty, but I'm sure you'll have like a saw or something.
Yeah.
You can
She's
work away at it.
got some tools, and yeah, she gets them both removed, and it's like we probably need to take these back to show them that we killed this thing.
Oh.
Josie's gonna cast Healing Word on herself.
Yes, friend, do you need a break? You look like you've taken quite the blow.
Yeah.
I would also like to cast Cure Wounds at I'd say second level. How many hit points are you down again?
I'm at 16 out of 41.
Oh.
I'm good.
Wow.
Yeah.
A short rest.
Yeah.
My sister
Might be a
would.
good idea.
Yeah. Short rest time.
Well, let's get our mummy friend. Perhaps they can, while you rest, perhaps they can do some sort of reading on this lunar calendar thing.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Yeah,
Find out.
can.
Find out when Hanukkah is.
Your
man.
mummy friend Sonar comes over to inspect the lunar symbols carved into the stone, and around the full moon symbol and the half moon symbols on the west and east sides of the dial, there are inscriptions. And the inscriptions translate as follows. On the full moon, it says, "Gaze upon your own face and have 7 questions answered."
Okay.
Interesting.
On the half moon, it says, "Unlock the tombs of the half moon."
Do any of us know what the current phase of the moon is?
You
I
do
think
not.
I might.
I think you can check that with Druidcraft, can't you?
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check. Actually, I don't think so.
Could I roll a survival check?
Yeah,
Yep.
I was just say, can I roll like a survival check or something
All
too?
Don't
I live in the
don't
woods.
screw me over. Come on. It's a 3 for a 10.
Oh, mine was a 14.
Okay. A 3, yeah, you lost track because there's no real moon here.
It's a 10.
Okay, a 10. Still,
Yeah, no, it's
hard to put it down. But 14,
Okay.
I'll say you think it's memory based because there isn't like a way to see the moon here in Icewind Dale at the moment because of the everlasting storm. And you think it's probably about just past a new moon or an empty moon.
Okay.
Okay.
I will relay that information. And does it need actual moonlight to work, or would a substitute work?
It does need moonlight, but the mummy Sonar leans in and goes, "But sometimes we do use a moonbeam."
That's what I was getting at.
Sometimes we cheat.
Sometimes we.
Hey, why should you get caught?
Yeah, who's gonna call the cops? Or
No one, Jacob.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Bob, and I'm from the Arcane Police.
I'm the Moon Druid Police. Gonna need to look at your spell slot list.
That's not how you use nature magic.
Does it work better when there's like a full moon versus like an empty moon, or like is there like a specific phase I should try, or is it just like moonlight?
Well, it said full moon, you can get 7 questions answered, and half
Yeah,
moon
full moon.
was something else.
Half moon was unlock the tombs of the half moon.
Yeah.
I think we don't need. Do we need any questions answered?
We could find out where this druid is living.
Do you think the moon makes a good business consultant?
I don't know. You could.
I'm gonna
use
throw
one
my
of the
son
7 questions.
at William.
I mean, there are enough of us that we could each have a question, and then we could also ask where this druid is if we want.
Okay.
Okay. What do you, which magical thing do you want to activate first, or
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah, I suppose we
Is-
could do
I
both if you
only-
can cast both. But
I
Moonbeam
can
twice.
cast Moonbeam. I have 3 second-level spell slots and 2 third-level spell slots, so I could technically cast it 5 times. So it's up to you guys.
Okay.
Well, if we can
Okay.
activate both abilities, I don't see any harm in not doing it. Do we want to do the full moon or the half moon ability first?
Half moon, probably. Right?
Sure, we could find some stuff to sell in these tombs. I mean, I don't advocate any sort of tomb robbery, per se, but, given the circumstances, if the people who are no longer,
Well, actually, the mummy we just kind of rose back, so we can go give it back to the mummy.
oh, yes, well, we can do that as well, I suppose. That seems fair. I guess.
And he's an Aarakocra, so it's all difficult for us to read him.
Yeah.
Squawk. Waddle, waddle, waddle.
One.
So, so you're doing one of the half moons to open up the tomb chambers. Would you like to try the northern passageway or the southern passageway?
My
Let's split
gut
the party.
instinct is to say northern because I know that is where all of the elf statues were facing. I don't know if that means anything, but
Yeah.
that's what my gut would say. So,
Yeah.
what do you think we should do?
Oh.
I guess.
Wait, they were facing the north and frozen in place, so perhaps some terrible creature is there what froze them in that way. So maybe.
They could also just be statues.
That's true. But you did say that there was some abjuration magic.
They were a magical statue.
They could also be protective, that doesn't necessarily mean that they were frozen. So it's
Yeah.
don't want to lean into too many assumptions.
Okay.
They may be protecting
Look, we've already
us.
beaten the moose. We're in overtime here. Anything, we find is just gravy at this point.
Northern it
I
is then.
think that the abjuration on the statues were more of like a misdirection spell to keep people away from the tomb.
I see.
Okay.
Well, misdirection has not worked, Agent Magix. No match for mine.
Well, I mean, the moon just kind of led us. Sorry, not the moon, but the moose led us to the moon.
Yes.
So it
True.
still is a moon moose.
That's fair. Moons.
I'm going to be working this out for quite some time.
Speaking of moons, and I'll cast Moonbeam.
Okay, you can cast it. You see the symbols on the half moon engraving light up with this silvery moonlight, and it seems that it has worked.
Perfect.
Neat.
So while Moonbeam is up, you can definitely go check out that northern passageway. And as you make your way up there, you see that there is a stone door to this tomb, engraved with a white semicircle and the symbol of a half moon, and its rounded edge faces towards the left. And it seems like a simple stone door, so you should be able to swing it open. It pulls towards you.
Excuse me for a moment. I'm sorry.
No problem. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Do we want to take a quick break here? Or a quick bio break or anything?
I'm okay.
I'm all right.
I think we only got like a half hour left. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true, but
We do have a little overflow time. We do have a little overflow time if you guys need a little extra time.
Okay.
But while we're taking this quick break, I just want to remind everybody in chat that we are currently doing a charity for Worldbuilders. We have raised $1,171 towards our $2,000 goal. We have a special going on right now. Gamma Liz is matching any donations made within this game up to $200. So if you guys have any spare cash, now might be the time to donate.
Yep.
we return you to your previously scheduled D&D game. Boots, take it away.
Thank you, Pasta. Yes, do please take any opportunity. Pasta, let me know if we get any contributions from this point over and or forward in the last half hour, because we can use those for some inspiration for our players.
Oh, well, sorry, so during this, we received $10 from Sir Think and $30 from Ack Inc. Rhymes. Thank you both of you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much.
That will be 2 inspiration points to the party pool rather than assigning them to specific people. So you have that to keep in mind in case, anything bad happens in this chamber.
No, nothing bad will ever happen here.
Speaking
Not
of
in Icewind Dale.
in the tomb, I should probably stay outside in order to cast Moonbeam again to let them out, I guess? Or does it like open a door for them to go into, or is it just like...
It unlocks it.
Okay. So it's fine if I go in and we're not going to get trapped.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you think.
So you think.
Great.
I don't think.
So north entrance.
North entrance. Who wants to open the door?
I will.
Okay. Laum leads the way. You pull the door open and you see a circular chamber with an intricately carved dome ceiling 20 feet high. A beam of light shines down from the top of the dome, illuminating a rectangular stone sarcophagus. Someone has turned this tomb into a living quarters, as evidenced by a rack of drying herbs and an unfurled bedroll behind the sarcophagus.
So it was a dead room, but now it's a living room.
Can I use the inspiration to just finish him?
Can I take some psychic damage for that, please?
Yeah, I'll roll 1d4. Let's see how much psychic damage y'all
I am
take.
taking psychic damage for this.
If you would like
It's
to,
a 4.
you may.
I have a crowbar that I'm going to throw at him. I'm going to use the catapult spell to do that.
I pull out my horn and I just kind of blow it, and I'm just like,
Please tell me. Wah, wah.
Boo.
I'm being bullied. I don't like this.
well, that's what happens when you try to play the bard in the party, and you are clearly not the bard.
Yeah.
I was hoping when
Not
you
in
pulled the
this
horn
game.
out that it was going to be a horn of Valhalla.
Oh no, that's it. That's what it is. It's like,
Oh, but you're not. You're just like. Wah, wah, wah. You're not
Yeah.
actually summoning. Okay.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I love it.
We're going to use all the remaining charges on the wand on him.
Damn.
You're now. I don't know what you are.
I'm dead, probably.
Or you wish you were.
Yeah.
We're going to have this living room, so-called, before you. And
Do we see any signs of a angsty druid named Revison?
You kind of look around and you see peeking out from behind the sarcophagus in the center of the room. You see the edge of a fur cloak.
You're not doing a very good job of hiding.
And
I
as you
walk over.
say that and start to enter the room, and you see this fur cloaked, messy haired frost druid jump up onto the top of the sarcophagus, and she shouts in common, 10 towns will be destroyed, if not by my hand, then by the frost maidens. and she's
Okay.
going
They
to
said the word. They said the word.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone.
What did she do? Happy, I missed the last thing you said.
She said
Oh,
prostrated.
No. She said she was gonna do something, but
Oh, she's gonna attack.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Gonna do a hit.
Are we gonna do an initiative again?
I am gonna say I was saying I was walking over there, so it'll probably hit me.
Okay. Let's do an initiative. Normally I say let's use the one earlier, but the one earlier, honestly,
Was terrible.
not stellar.
This dice number is much better.
No, I dropped my dice.
Ooh,
I
that's
rolled
better.
a 20.
I rolled a
D20.
14.
14.
Okay, I'm gonna go
14
down
as
the list
well.
like I did earlier.
Yep.
So,
So I heard 3 14s.
well, first, okay, I'm gonna go person order. So, escapement.
Dirty 20.
Okay. And Laum.
14.
Josie.
16.
Okay. And I guess I did that out of order. Sorry, William.
14 as well.
And lastly but not leastly, Beet.
Another 14.
Okay. Do you 14s have a preference of who goes first? Because I read it down as William, Laum, Beet.
I mean, William probably has the lowest dexterity among them, so
I have
I
a
was
plus
last.
1 dex.
So do
was
I,
16.
Okay,
So
let's
that's
do
you guys.
Beet, Laum, William then.
sounds good.
Okay, and then this here. Trying to pull up. I did not do that. That's going to be a 12, so Ravison will go last.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Okay, so escapement. You
So-
first currently Beet is entering the room, and Laum right behind him.
How far away is Ravison?
Ravison is in the center of this room, so I would say about 20 feet away from the door.
Okay, so my steel defender is gonna go and smack him. Where'd he go? This is not in a. So 13 plus. 16 to hit.
16?
Yep.
A 16 does hit.
Okay, and that is 8
No.
points of damage,
Okay.
and then I am going to cast. I said it as a joke, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to cast Catapult using my crowbar.
Okay.
That requires a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
The best
That
spell.
is a 19.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Dexterity save. Failed save. The object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, yeah, it does. There's no damage, and it doesn't do half damage on a save. So, the dex,
Okay.
the save DC was 14.
Gotcha. Well, it still smacks her. She goes, and as it kind of clings to the ground, she looks further infuriated, and you can see behind her, trying to climb up onto the sarcophagus to stand next to her is this tiny awakened shrub.
I just have to, by the way, I forcibly have this image in my mind of a little goblin Thor throwing a crowbar. I'm here. I'm coming back. Catching it.
I did
That's
not.
very good.
So here's the best part. I do have the infusion to make it a returning weapon.
Oh, do it.
But I haven't done it to the crowbar. Now I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you gotta do
You
that
have
now.
to.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That will be my turn.
Okay.
She is worthy.
Next up is gonna be Josie and then Beet.
Okay. I am going to I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say, you really think you're going to destroy 10 towns by, like, awakening an overgrown goat? Seriously? I need a wisdom save. And
When you do that, Escapement takes the antlers that we took from the moose and starts rattling them.
Okay, that's a 16 on the wisdom save.
damn it. But then I'm gonna rage.
Okay. You got your rage. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's action, bonus action. I'm fine where I am, so.
Okay, sounds good. Then Beet and then Laum.
I would like to walk a little bit further up and say, you really don't want to try us. And I'm going to take my staff that I have. It's a staff of the woodlands. I'm going to slam it down at the ground against the bottom of my feet. I'm going to cast a wall of thorns. I just kind of want it on the sarcophagus and just kind of like in that general area where she is. I don't want to like necessarily hurt us.
Yeah. Okay. You can decide the shape of it, right?
Yes. You choose to make the wall up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick, or create a circle that is a 20-foot diameter. Oh, that's 20 feet high. Okay, so then I'd want to make a wall then.
Okay. I mean, you do the circle and it won't.
Oh, if the circle won't hurt us, then I'll do the circle.
Yeah, I mean, Escapement is right up in there, Biz. But...
I did not move up, just the steel defender.
Oh, okay. So just a steel goat.
Yeah.
Probably won't. Maybe.
Yeah, I think the worst thing that'll happen is it gets scratched.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds great. Yeah, you
So,
definitely like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this wall goes up, and how tall is it?
The circle is a 20-foot diameter and 20-foot high and 5 feet thick. The wall blocks line of sight.
Wow, so you have basically encased this druid in a wall. There is
A chipper
the
shredder.
ceiling that domes upwards. It's still higher than the wall, but you no longer can see it. It seems pretty solidly in there. And the druid's like, face me, cowards!
If you can make it through there, you're more than welcome to try to fight us. You're gonna take so much damage.
Okay, Laum, it's your turn.
Yes, I would like to cast. Let's see. Okay, I'd like to cast Thorn Whip to try and pull this druid through the whirling like mass that Beet has created. So
Okay. Because there is a solid wall.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Well, I was gonna say you can. I'll let it happen at disadvantage.
Okay.
It's basically just a wall of like brambles and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a 15 on the first one, and that's a 23 to hit, 22 to hit. So it's a what did I say? It was a 15.
A 15 was the one at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, that is enough. So you masterfully. Also, this irritates me because I've used that so many times and it's never worked. It's never worked. A single time in years.
Wall of thorns, or
no, just period. My thorn whips don't.
thorn whip. Oh.
So are you pulling them just enough to get into the thorns, or are you pulling them through it?
I'm pulling them 10 feet.
Well, it says you can do up to 10 feet. So
Yes. So
Yeah.
are you stopping in the thorns?
I'm stopping in the thorns. I want to
Yes.
fuck them up.
Push your face right into it.
Okay, wait. That's our one curse for PG-13. I'm sorry, I kind of wasted it.
That's dolphin noises.
Curses!
Can roll damage, and also, what is the damage from the Wall of Thorns?
Do you need more dice for this?
I got
I only
11.
have 3d8s. I only have 3d8s with me. I have a lot more, but I'm just gonna roll them. Oh god, I'm not rolling well.
How much for the Thorn Whip?
I'm
11.
rolling that now.
11?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah. Uh, 26.
Oh!
It's 78.
That's
gosh.
so much damage.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. It's 78 when the wall first appears, and then 78 when they enter the wall. But it's fine, because I wouldn't have put it right in it. So it's just 78. It's just that 26.
Okay.
Just 78.
Oh, but
Yeah.
she does get to save. She does technically get to make a dexterity save, I guess.
I guess.
You know,
Yes.
I think there's
If you want,
very
but
theatric circumstance that it would be hard to dexterously move out of not being able to get out of the way of this whip.
I was gonna say, would they get like disadvantage for like because they're being pulled?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna say it works. I'm not gonna make you roll 78s for nothing.
I mean, you are benevolent and kind.
I know.
benevolent DM.
I know.
So
No, but
at this point, it's going to be
I believe it's William's turn.
yes, William's turn. Yeah, because Laum used the vine whip. Yep, William, and then Ravison finally.
So William skirts around the side a bit, and he says, I don't normally take these sorts of measures, but we've just arrived in town and I need to build a name for myself. And he holds up his staff, and it's a blue and gray staff with a white dragon claw at the top, and between the talons on the claw, sparks of electricity begin to gather, and he holds it out and casts lightning bolt, so he just gets shrub. So that's why I moved around to the side.
Okay, and just gets
Waddles over to the side.
just gets the druid, or the druid and the shrub.
The druid and the shrub, if can get both of them in a line
Yeah. Okay.
without getting anybody else.
Sure. Roll for that.
Well, it's a saving throw, the DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, that's a 13 for the druid, and above an 18 for the shrub. So the shrub
Succeed. So the shrub will take half. So this is 8d6.
That's a Dexy shrub. Holy crap.
it rolled real well.
Neat.
Ooh.
I think
Wow.
that's a Dexy shrub is a sentence that has not ever been spoken out loud.
So that is 30 points of damage. Yeah,
Nice.
very high rolls on that one. 8d6, so 30 for the druid, 15 for the shrub. Also, I'd like to note that lightning bolt states the lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. Do the thorns catch on fire?
The thorns catch on fire. Also, the awakened shrub bursts into flames. Just done. So.
Oh, so
The
now it's
room
a
is
burning
ablaze.
bush.
It is. The only thing you hear from inside this burning bush, though, is Ravison, who screams, "My beasts will avenge us!" And
Now we kill those.
definitely dies.
Yeah, we already, and that's when Escapement rattles the moose horns again.
Oh my gosh.
Clap, clap.
It's like the clapper. Lights off for you.
Okay, so yeah, you set the room on fire. Probably the bedroll and the little herb rack of drying herbs also catch on fire, but the rest of the structure is made of stone, so
Oh, that's fine.
it's cleaning house.
Is stone not stone?
Is stone not stone? What else would you like to do now?
I admit that I even was not expecting that. That was...
We're not like fire.
Well, yes. And that is for threatening 10 towns, of which I am very concerned of the safety for.
I will make a note to not get on your bad side, William.
Oh, I don't have a bad side.
Heyo.
No, really, you should only paint my photo from the right.
Well, you have now, as far as you know, cleared this threat to 10 towns' safety and taking care of the white moose as well as its frost druid. The animals have been cleared. There's no super threatening tiny berry bush either, and the mummy companion of yours is outside hanging out with its sarcophagus. Is there anything else you'd like to do at this location before returning for your glorious reward?
I didn't know our mom was here. The mummy.
Oh my god. So Escapement is kind of walked in the room to kind of check things out.
I'm ready to commit.
I do have 2 more 3rd level spell slots. I can just...
So
And
It's-
now
I think I still have like 30 seconds still on my rage.
So Escapement is gonna walk in the room. Is there nothing else in the
Of initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So-
can look around.
Yeah, Escapement is gonna walk in the room and use pyrotechnics to put out all the fire.
Okay, sure.
What is happening?
I want to see what's in here. I want to check this stuff out.
Carry on.
Okay.
Oh no, pasta!
Technical issues.
All
Carry
your
on.
secrets are revealed.
All revealed.
What'd
Please
you
carry
do to
on.
us?
Our technical director hit the wrong slider and
Did you turn us off?
faded to
Wow,
Discord.
he's like,
We need a star wipe to Discord.
Are you done yet, Boots?
Wow.
We're back. Carry on.
That's
Hey.
brutal. All right.
Okay,
So yeah,
Cut to commercial.
yeah. Escapement's gonna use pyrotechnics to stop the fire, and then just kind of I wanna do like an investigation check just to see if there's anything interesting in here that she can like loot around or whatever.
Yeah, so it looks like kind of clearing out some of this ashy, crumbling brush. You see that the top of the sarcophagus had been being used as a kind of work table, There is a sarcophagus there if you'd like to check out what's inside of it. There are also the just like general like kind of burned hide armor of Ravison, and you see just some like simple short swords that she had been carrying as well. But nothing super interesting. It's just like seems like a very like relatively humble dwelling of a frost druid who made a murderous moose.
I haven't been to Lonelywood before, but it seems we're running into a lot of sarcophagi. Is that an industry here? Is something that you can break in on?
I think the market's full up.
Oh well.
You know, it'd be really cool is if you could carve them out of ice. Then you can see inside.
Oh yes.
Sarcophagi.
But you could also just
You're
do
welcome.
that with a glass casket. I think a glass
Gaskets?
casket.
A basket. Oh, damn it, you took that.
I think
No,
there's,
Beet's over there.
I think there's a market for glass caskets actually. Sleeping maidens really like them.
So where are there?
But can they pay, is the question.
Well, if the prince wakes them up.
Oh, well, princes tend to have a lot of money, so yes, I think they could probably.
It's true. It's a true industry.
Hmm.
Escapement, anything you wanted to do with this room?
I might grab those swords just as like to like redo, like put some enchantments on them and sell them, but that's really it. I don't want to open the sarcophagus since we've already woken one person up from in a sarcophagus, so.
I'm actually curious about the sarcophagus, so I'm gonna mess with it.
This lid is not magically sealed and is a bit lighter, so only like 350 pounds of stone. So you can.
Well, if 500 was easy, like.
I know.
Yeah, but escapement's also on top of it, so it's just gonna like literally she's gonna stand and watch you open it from on top of the sarcophagus because it's funny.
Whoa!
What are you
Instead
doing?
of the wonderful smell of pumpkin spice emerging from this, there's a stench of decay and rot. And you can see that inside of this sarcophagus is a rotting corpse who looks like it could be Ravison's twin.
That's.
Oh.
I think the cold would preserve them better.
Yes. Can I make an Arcana check?
Could be Ravison's twin, so it's burned to a crisp.
So as soon as escapement gets the smell, you just see like vomit. Like she just goes blah, and it's what?
Oh.
That's a dirty 20 on the Arcana check.
Yeah,
For
it's especially dirty.
for Ravison's because I like does it look like her twin or does it look like it might be like did we kill Ravison or what?
Or was this Ravison?
It looks definitely like not the exact same person.
Okay.
This looks like probably Ravison's twin sister.
Oh, well, that's
Nasty.
William is holding his staff up to his beak and just continually casting prestidigitation to make good smells.
I'm just gonna close this now.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that your sister was very mean.
You know, maybe she was mean because her sister was in this sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, loss does things to people.
Yeah.
So we're taking back these moose horns. I don't think they knew about the druid. Perhaps we want to take their charred husk back to town with us as well.
I'm not carrying that.
Yep. Also,
No.
William, I just thought of a brilliant business idea.
Oh, go on.
Okay, remember how I was saying when I got here that this would be a great venue for if me and Mila decide to renew our vows? What if you got into the event management business?
How does that have to do with a charred corpse?
It has nothing to do with the Charred Corpse. You make this place pretty, and then you host parties here. And you can display your ice sculptures at the parties. You can do your little magic, and people will pay to come.
Intriguing. Well, as long as the ice sculpture's involved, I have such a stock saved up still. They just would not move.
Yes,
they're ice.
They're much better on the.
Escapement has already mounted her steel defender and has strapped the antlers of the moose to the back, and is like slowly walking out, like they're walking out of the tomb, and you hear clink, 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 clink.
Yeah.
At least
There can be very tiny price tags on each of the sculptures.
you can auction them off if people are interested, and if not, it makes pretty decor.
Yeah.
Intriguing. Ah, yes, an ancient elven burial site is very sought after for people's events, things that they want to do in their lives, their deaths.
Birthday parties,
Mm-hmm.
funeral services.
You know, Sweet 16.
Yeah. Sweet 1600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you all begin the journey back to Lonelywood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. When you come back, you eventually find this town speaker's house. She introduces herself as Nimsy Huddle, a very little halfling, kind of like homely, very friendly-looking woman, and you hear a bunch of like little halfling children just zipping around her house, and she welcomes you in and says, "Oh, thank you so much for taking care of that moose problem that we had. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. And you see, I wouldn't be a very good town speaker if I let a dumb moose get the better of us without repaying you for your troubles. I would be willing to pay you with these freshly baked halfling-shaped cookies that I just made." And
That?
pieces,
What was the second part? How many?
and 100 gold pieces. She added that on as if maybe the cookies were not incentive enough.
At the sound of 100 gold pieces, Escapement's gonna take the antlers and just kind of like unhook them from the steel defender and just drop them on the ground, and then take the money and divide it up for everybody.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
And exclusive rights to the sarcophagus field in the woods.
It's a sarcophagus? What?
Never mind.
And Escape will be point at the antlers like, you can have those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have a very cool hat made or something.
And already the halfling children are probably already like using them as like a teeter-totter or something.
They're using them as batleths.
May I say, in halfling, I would love a cookie.
Oh, yes, of course.
I mean, ain't nobody turning down cookies.
No.
Yeah, no. Even Escapement is gonna be like.
Oh yeah.
And one last detail: the pumpkin spice mummy, having followed your group, would also like a cookie.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Oh yes, absolutely. Also,
I mean,
again,
nap time, cookies, they go together.
Also, again, it seems like there are some businesses that you can get some work with. We're not really ones for servitude, so like don't worry about the eternal servitude. But like maybe you can work for a William, you could work on my farm, you could find lodging and work here in 10 towns. Become a productive member of society. It's good work.
Okay. I would be happy to help with the event planning service. It is a service industry, so I think I would be quite suited for it.
And really, nobody knows the terrain quite like you. It's
true. I don't know anything about this town here, but the Mintree, I can take care of that.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you, adventurers, for saving the town of Lonelywood in today's Icewind Dale adventure. Congratulations.
Hooray!
Thank you.
Yay.
It was a lot of
That was a
fun.
lot of fun. Thank you.
Yes.
It was.
Great, yeah, thanks for
Ton
playing.
of fun and very punny.
You are all fantastic players.
Yes, this was a perfect group, I think, for this adventure.